On which, was it in the evening or was it in the morning or?
I think it was dark. What we would do is we would rotate from the cellar to the foxhole in the dark. We would do it before dawn and after dusk because the Germans thought we would do that rotation in the light. So right after dawn, they would put in extra heavy artillery, and just before dark, they would throw in a lot of artillery. So we did a lot of training in our army in the dark. So we learned to do it. So rather than exchange in the daylight as they did, we did it in the dark. And I think I got in there
Go ahead.
at night just after it got dark.
Okay.
And it was
otherwise you would give away your position, right?
Say again?
Jay, otherwise you would give away your position, right?
Otherwise, you would give away your position.
Well, yeah, that also, the Germans' artillery was very heavy in the daylight.
Okay.
But when
With 88s in this case, or?
But by the time we
Was that 88?
yeah, by the time we rotated, there was a lot less artillery coming in.
Okay.
If you were here in Lindern, where was the 88s coming from? Which direction?
Which direction were the 88s coming from?
Coming from the river direction.
So the river direction, so that direction.
East.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They came
east.
from that side.
Somehow I have an idea that on the other side of the river there was a hill, and that hill had a lot of 88s across the top.
Okay. Yeah.
And at night we used to hear a lot of noise that sounded like tanks and half-tracks moving. And I never could figure out whether it was true or whether it was a recording that the Germans broadcast to scare us. But they made noises like tanks and trucks all night while we were there.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable, right?
I don't know how we did it.
I don't know how we did it, yeah. Well, that's a good one. Yes, we, I don't know, about 2 kilometers tot we de rivier. Ja, dat is So yeah, so this is the street. This is all new places, and this is the street where your foxholes were. So you see like this, like all this side. I think you were spread all over this side of the foxholes.
Yeah. Well, all the houses that were there had all the doors blown off and all the windows blown out.
Yeah, I think so. See, that's that German artillery hitting you the whole time.
Oh yeah, it was constant artillery.
And that's awful.
And we were close enough that machine gun fire could come in also. I don't know.
Machine gun fire.
I don't know where the machine gunner was, but I think he was near the railroad tracks to the right of our foxholes. And I think there was a machine.
On the right of the railroad track? I think there was the left, because the railroad tracks are on that side.
Well,
that's where the railroad track is.
Well, the way I'm picturing it, from where you are, the railroad tracks are on your right. Is that true?
No, it's on my left now.
It's on
From
your
this
left?
street,
Oh, you're looking
so the
down.
railroad
Oh,
tracks are on this
okay.
side.
You're looking. Okay, I'm 180 degrees out.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's where you were building at. That's where the house collapsed, where you were at. That's the place where. So this is the street, and then the Rural River is on that side.
Okay.
And this is the street where we walked up to. We came up from behind that, walked through here, and then went up there. And then we found the house on that side. That's the house that we
Okay.
found.
Well, somewhere around in the front of there,
Yeah.
maybe a couple 100 meters from where you're standing, was a machine gun nest, and and they could spray.
It could be on this side.
And they could
Because the
spray.
houses was not there back then.
Yeah, they could hit. You know where the orchard was?
Yeah, the orchards is behind here. Is there.
Behind there.
The orchards were there.
Well, the machine gun bullets could hit the orchard.
Well, that could be possibly, yeah. It's difficult. It's so different than now and then, but we try to, locate it a little bit. Well, this one, well, you can see there was a little bit of machine gun fire because of that building. What I told you, it has everything, you can see it. Huh?
Yeah, that's probably German machine gun bullets hit that.
Yeah, I think so. Also, yeah. I think it is also German machine gun fire.
Well, thank you so much.
Wow, what a thrill!
Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
Boy,
Hey, Ralph.
Oh, Joe's
Hey.
there. There's Joe.
Boy.
Hey,
you just
Joe.
missed it. That's why.
Hey, buddy. Hello, Ronald. Morning, Mr. Turner.
Hey, Joe. How did you ring in, buddy?
He got
I don't know. Ralph invited me.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
How's it going, guys?
And
Yeah, we
time,
just found the place that we were looking for.
Oh, wow.
yeah, no question, we found the exact spot.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, we found
It
the
is.
exact spot that Jim was. Well, he was in that house when it collapsed. We're gonna drive through it. You're gonna see it.
Yeah, I'll be talking about this for weeks.
So
That's great.
here it is, Joe.
Yeah, I'm still talking about Muhlendorf. Ron.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anybody that will listen, I'm telling them about you finding the remains of the pillbox.
So this is the house. So here it is that collapsed next to it. That's where he was at.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
in the basement.
in the basement. Yeah,
Wow.
and now if you're going, this is we drive out of Lindern. That's what he might do. Was het druk? Ja. So this coming in. So on that side is where he was stationed, where he was in the cellar of this house.
Okay.
Now, but when he was in is gone. But it also could be this house and rebuilt. I don't know for sure. So must be somewhere here where the new house is at. Because that video that we have of 1984, where they were talking about it, they were standing in this street right over here at that house, and they said on the other side of this house was where everything collapsed.
Oh.
So, and now we're gonna drive to where Jim Foxholes or somewhere was at in this area. There's now a cemetery right over here. So this is the outside of the town. So if you see back there is where we're just driving in, and on this side, all around was an orchard. Now it's farmland, but then it was an orchard, and there was where they all dug in the foxholes. I can show you on my laptop. Listen. This?
Had er voor start is dat heuvel.
Oh ja.
Als je daar ongeveer op gestaan. Daar is geen heuvel. Daar is bijna niks.
Nee, dat is ook jammer, dat is wel anders. So this street we just was on, this is the house, that building, we just drove by the street. And then we went into this street over here. Yeah. Ah, shit. You don't mind me talking to him, man, Jim?
You don't mind him talking to Joe? do you?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. And we're driving on this road right now. Going this way. Yeah. Going this way. Out of the map. And then you can see the area over here. It's really flat.
Wow.
And now we're going, if you go straight ahead, ja.
Dat is nog niet de weg.
Nee, dat is het niet. Dat is het niet.
Dit kunnen we nog niet zien. Misschien dat ze daar wel die dingen hebben opgesteld gehad. Dus nee, dat is dan verloren, dat is niet zien.
I don't know which way he's going. Is he going toward Linnick?
No, he's heading towards south. Yeah, towards Linnick.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, we have to look at it. We're heading north now.
So now they just moved.
According to this map from the 335th, you just went over what was then an anti-tank ditch.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, there was all over the place here.
Yeah.
Ja. Dus ik hoef nog recht door naar dingen toe.
That must have been dug by the Germans.
They don't drive into Linux. See that?
Yeah, so
There you go.
now they're heading south.
Yeah, that's this road right
East,
there.
yeah.
Ze zitten door Linnick gereden, maar door de dingen rond ook niks aan.
Nee, ze hebben nog niet gereden.
Ja.
Ze hebben nog niet. Oh, kunnen we niet meer gaan.
Vandaag stoppen ze te
Ik ben even kijken waar de roer. Kijk hier, hier. Als we hier doen, kijk, dan zit hier de roer. Dat is waar vlot van dat.
Dat is extra open rot, hè.
Oh,
Ze zijn ze voor eigen gestoken.
So this is Linux.
And that's where they crossed the roar, but Dad wasn't with them when that happened.
No, but we're gonna drive so you can see it.
Okay, good.
So going up this, so gonna drive up this road, and then the roar is right over here.
Yeah, they're going to cross.
Do you know when that crossing happened?
The book.
February 1945.
See, here's where they are. Here's Lindern. Here's Linnick.
Yeah.
The roar goes down.
Yeah.
Ja.
Dat is even misschien hè.
Ja. Dat geht. Oh.
Is dat wel uit?
So wie, oh ja, so wie nur der Schwabe. Ja. Juli. We say Juli, I know that. So with Joe,
Ja.
we're 13 kilometers from Jülich. You know where we went to Jülich with the vats?
Ja.
13 kilometers. Yeah.
Oké.
There's Linux, huh?
Yeah, this is Lindern, yeah. But the river's outside of the town, not inside the town. So I have to,
That's pretty close. I mean,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was really
Oh,
close. 2 miles.
Oh, that's the way Europe is, all over.
yeah.
One little village after another.
Ja,
Different than the States.
ja. Als ze die omgedraaid wordt. Ja, ja, ja. Ja, zeker.
Zeker. Met Dakota.
We zetten het hier zo. And it's the same like all the other towns around here. Sellers. Everyone has sellers, see that? All
Yeah,
sellers.
yes. Old...
They can shoot from sellers also. That's what they did also. They would shoot like rockets or Panzerfaust. If this was a bigger one, or they shoot a machine gun down the road. So you can see the sellers over here.
Yeah.
This little hole. Cellars.
Wow.
So Linux was pretty well shot up, huh?
Yeah, I think so. But the exact location, I have to look. I know the exact location when the 29 went over the Ruhr River because we went there and I did some research on that. Joe was with me back then. And so I know, but I don't know where the 84th went across the river. Yeah.
I think it says in the K Company book
Yeah.
when they crossed.
27.
Let's see. February 28th.
See?
No, wait. Occupied Linux February 2 through 24.
I did this shit.
It's on my page 209. He has a different version. Ralph has a different version
Oh,
of the
really?
K Company book. It's
Yeah, there's two.
it's 9 pages different, and I think I know which one you have. It's a slightly smaller book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
it's just a little bit smaller than the one because I bought a bunch of copies, and I noticed there were two different hardbacks, and then there was the paperback. But yeah, on this one, it's on page 209.
I think this is a rock. Dat stond nog even. Wat is dit toch op plek dan? Hoe is hier? Ik ben een kikker dan.
Weet ik ook niet.
Dat is zo'n kikker. Oh, wacht, ik ben meer zuidelijk. Ja, nee, wat ik het. I think we are right here in Lindern. Yeah, we are right. We're now at the Ruhr. I'm going to show you.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So, I know you've never been here. I know you've not been here after February because you were wounded, but now you can see it anyway. You can see what your objection was.
The objective. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this clinic, this is city center, I think, because it looks brand new. Stad aan de Poort, they call it.
Yeah, looks good. They all look like good places to live.
Yeah.
What is the book? The Men of Company K?
Yeah, I'll
The
show
man
you.
company cake.
Okay, I'm gonna get a copy of it.
Here,
I told you after that.
let me show you, Joe. Here's what it
Okay.
Here's what it looks like. Can you see it? Oh, it's probably backwards for you, but I know there's a couple. The Men of Company K. There are a couple copies on eBay right now.
Okay.
that are actually signed by Dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can get them on Amazon. There's a few left on Amazon. But I wouldn't get a soft cover. They're just not
Yeah,
as
I like
good.
the hardcovers.
Hardcovers are better.
Yeah.
Much better.
There's the
So
river.
Jim,
Now.
yeah, this is the Roar River.
Look how tiny.
Oh, I thought it was bigger than that.
No, it's really small. But what the Germans did, they flooded the whole area. So this what you see over here will be all like it will be higher. The water will be higher. It will like flooded, and also the area over there was flooded. And you can see it on this side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the worm.
Yeah.
It's like the Worm River.
Well, the river is a little bit smaller, tinier.
Oh, smaller. Okay.
It's
Half that size.
smaller. And it goes all the way up till there. And that's the way to, I think Yuling is more north of us.
Gotcha.
That's when the 29 came over. And you guys came over here. I think it's the main bridge. You see the map, if you look on Google Maps or anything, I think this is the main bridge that of going out of Linux into the rest, into crossing the river. So this is the main bridge crossing the river.
Okay.
So I don't know. I have to look into that, but where they crossed. But it could be that it was on this location, somewhere in this vicinity. There, from there, all the way to what you see there, and they cross somewhere. I don't know if they cross here, a little bit down the river, or up the river.
Do you think it's shallow enough to walk across?
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. But you can see that it's now really fast. But that's because they made something so it goes down, and that's why it goes so fast. See, it goes up here like this.
I see that.
That's when
Yeah.
this floods. Because on the other side, it's really calm. See, on the other side, it's really calm, nothing happening. And when it comes over here, it's really calm, and then it goes over there, and it goes like.
Yeah.
It looks like in the book. It looks like they crossed right there at Linux.
Yeah, it could be. Could really possibly be. It's not that far. But I have to read the book, Man of Company K, when they crossed it, or where they had the living.
Yeah, it looks like it's in Linux. I can show you. Well, you'll find it in your book, but in this book, it's right.
I know in the division book they have a drawing of it.
Right there.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, they crossed right over here. It couldn't be somewhere else, really.
You're pretty close to the Rhine, too.
Yep. That's the Leipzig River they had to cross. Heinrich-Brücke. The Heinrich Bridge, they call it, or something.
Yeah, Heinrich. Yeah,
Oh,
it's on here as Heinrich.
yeah, the Heinrich Bridge?
I saw Heinrich on here somewhere in this book.
Yeah, no, in the division book that I have with me. So in this division book, they have a really cool photo drawing of crossing the Let me see, to the right. That's the bulge.
216.
I think that's it. Base there.
Hey guys, I have to leave, but I'll be in touch with you guys. I'll stop up and see you, Mr. Turner. if
Yeah, I'm
that's
looking
okay.
forward to that, Joe.
Me too, sir.
Take care, Joe.
Take care, Joe.
All right, guys. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you too.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
No problem. Yeah, okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See, this is the little map they did in the book. I don't know if this corresponds. Oh, this is not Linnick. What is this, Linnick? The rural crossing, looking east to Linnick. Okay, so this is not Linnick, but it's further up. Okay. Well, see how it's flooded over everywhere? It's all flooded. That's how they did it. They flooded the whole area,
Yeah,
and then they
so on page 217 of the K Company book we have, they talk about crossing the assault across the Ruhr, and then how the Germans flooded the river. Right here, Dad.
yeah. Which page? 217.
Well, it's 217 of my book, which is different than your
Okay.
book. So in your book, it's going to be. I just look in the index under Linux.
Yeah, I have it here.
Or
Yeah,
Ruhr.
yeah,
Yeah, that's that map. Yeah, that's on 208 in my book.
and that's 212 in my book.
Yeah, see, that's all mixed up. So
That's weird.
I know
How they
that
calmed
is.
it.
You'll have to look in the index.
And then it goes to soggy and muddy and thick roofs. Silver man, blah blah blah. Yeah, have to look that up. So we finished this one. That was the most important one, really. Well, for you it was, Jim.
By that time, I was warm and dry and eating hot food.
Eating hot.
Eating hot food.
Yeah, back in the hospital, but in February, my war was over.
Your war over. That's where you got your purple, huh?
Yeah,
So you got your purple heart.
yeah. Well, back
Is
in,
there anything else you want to see? You want us to go to?
oh,
for time's sake?
you've done more than I could imagine.
No.
Absolutely. You and Ron are great.
Well, you're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you, both of you.
It means a
It's no
lot.
problem.
It means a lot
It's no
to
problem.
us.
Means a lot to him. Well, it means a lot to us
Right.
because that's why we do it. It's not we don't do it for us because we can do it, but it was just a thing we really wanted you to do because we would love it more if you were here, and I know it's not possible, so we do the next best.
I'd love to be there with you.
Yeah, I know. But so this is what we wanted to do, and that's why we were saying, hey, well, if you want to see something else, just just say it. We can show it to you.
I can't imagine. I'll tell you what. Of course, the thing that meant the most to me was Muhlendorf and finding that pillbox. But Linux,
Yeah.
but Lindern is number 2, and I'm sure we found the exact spot. So it's,
What we can do, we can drive one more time through Mollendorf. You can see it again
Oh yeah.
because we're on the way back anyway. So
You want to do that? Go buy the pillbox again?
Well,
Sure.
I don't want to put you guys out.
No, we were just on the same road back, so we are driving back from the rural back to Lindern, and when we're in Lindern, we're in the vicinity of back.
They're really close.
Yeah, I want you to get home before dark.
Oh, it's not gonna get dark. We're gonna be home in really short, so don't worry about that.
It's
Don't worry about us.
3:15.
It's your day. So.
Well,
It's your day, so you decide what we do.
Well, this is
You want to take a break? Go to
wonderful
the
for me.
bathroom?
No, this is fine.
You're pretty close to Muhlen. You got to go through Lindern, and then Muhlendorf's what, like 2 miles or something.
Yeah.
It's really,
Not that far.
yeah,
That's
it's close.
safe.
So, Ralph, can you send me Joe's contact information, or
Yes.
it's just because I want to send him. I want to send him the some of the pages from the K Company book that he can look at some pictures of Dad and so on just ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll send you his information. That's no problem.
I think you have
That's
his
no
phone, but
I don't think I copied down his phone number.
well, we can get it off of caller ID.
Lachen. Dus dat is eigenlijk een nul indruk. Dat is wat die Duitsers ook hebben gezegd. Die zeggen niet.
Nee, dat is gewoon in Duitsland. Dat is wel actie.
Ja, die hebben wel overal gezet. Wat doe je dit dan niet?
While you're traveling, is it okay if I tell you one more story?
Okay, for this time then.
When we
You
were
can tell one. Tell me.
when we were in the cellar of that house of Lindern, somebody came around and rolled a can of sausages down the cellar steps, and that was our meal for the night.
Sausages?
And that can of sausage,
What kind of sausage?
little
Little Vienna.
Vienna cocktail sausages.
Okay.
About 1 inch long, and it was a big can, and we had nothing but those sausages to eat at that point, and it turned out that those sausages were